Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of RHEM III. Last time out, we had a long wander. And we are pretty stuck. Pretty stuck? Maybe pretty stuck. However, the one helpful comment I've had to maybe point us in the right direction is, don't feel blue. If you're in a dark room, what's the first thing you do? I'm not sure if that was actually left on blueprints, though, rather than on RHEM. Not sure. Okay. But the commenter is absolutely correct, though. We've got a dark room that we don't really know what's supposed to be going on with it. Maybe that does deserve more consideration. But now, where is that room? Where exactly is that room? I think it's over by the library, if I remember correctly. So, a little trek to go and get there. But, yeah. This one might be a little bit of a hard episode. Now, one of the things that's kind of different about RHEM compared to, say, Nia. With Nia... Oh, wait, no, you gotta ride that up and then come down. With Nia, it always kind of feels like if we wander round enough, we might stumble on something. With RHEM, we've backtracked these corridors so much that aimless wandering is very unlikely to yield results. We need... I just had a thought. Have I ever seen the back of that door? Yes, it closes behind us. Aimless wandering is very unlikely to yield results. What we need is targeted wandering. Wandering with a specific goal in mind. That's good tea. So recently I've made the switch from drinking tea from using tea bags in a tea cup, and I've actually made the switch to using a teapot, and game changer, mate, game changer. I was always very reticent to move to a teapot, because it always kind of felt like a bit of a luxury, right? Because if you're making an individual cup of tea, it's like, are you really gonna brew the kettle and put an entire pot of tea on for one person, you know? Because you need more than one tea bag to brew a pot of tea. But if you're having if you're having 2 cups, it breaks even, right? And if you're having more than 2 cups, you are probably, you know. But the quality of the tea, even if you're only having 2 cups, so you're net neutral, roughly, on cost, even if you're only having 2 cups, the quality of the tea is so much better out of a teapot than a teacup. Okay. If you're in a dark room, what do you do? Is there anything else in here? The other thing we can do is we turn the light off. Wait. This door doesn't close behind us. This door doesn't close behind us. What's the significance of that? And these also stay open now as well. Do you know what? I thought that button was a button in there, but it's not actually, is it? It's not quite on the same plane, or is it? If I open that door... No. Like, that's not the button that's in line with that button, is it? Or is it? And do you know what? That walkway, I'm not sure we've ever been to that walkway. Is this anything here? Why would this need to be on a timer? And what does it mean by LN here? Okay, you can't move whilst that's up. Okay, wait, so there's two windows. One, two. No, those are those two windows. Okay, yeah, the perspective just looks a little bit strange. So we've got two windows here. What's the relevance of this door hiding the button there? What's the relevance of the door hiding the button? This is such a weird little room, isn't it? What can we do with this? Like, this puzzle's not related. This has all been solved. Oh, wait a minute. We have that piece. Oh. Oh, what? That means we only have one gem left to get. Okay.
You found the octagonal drawing. Thank you.
So wait. That means there's one gem left. Yeah? There's one gem left. It must, and that must be, we know where that is. That's the idols that are holding the shapes. That's the idols that are holding the shapes. We know the sphere is inside the, like the railway station. So, all we need is we need the code for the, we need the 3-digit clock code for that. So that must be what we're getting here. We must be getting a 3-digit clock code somehow. But what is meant by LN? What is meant by this? I've been spending far too much time looking at art recently. This hand is not a hand clue, right? I don't think so. We can go back to the hands, but that's his left hand, which would make it this side here, right? UAF? It is kind of like a UAF, isn't it? Except it's sort of curled round. That would be really weird though. These puzzles tend not to overlap each other. Here's the other thing as well though. Like what is... Oh wait. Oh no. We know what these are. We know what these are. Yeah, this is... You just look at that bit and that's the code. Right. I kind of feel like it must be something to do with the guitar picture, right? Or maybe not. And then what were these? This one, right? This was found in here. And we've got 1, 2, 3. But what we need to somehow convert diamond and an 8-pointed star, crown and an asterisk. Like, we need to convert these symbols somehow into a 3-digit code, which is a base 8 3-digit code. I mean, it makes sense in a way, right? Because what we've got written on here is three letters. We know that there are 3 tracks in the clock puzzle in the train station. We need to find some way of converting those into numbers between 1 and 8. Huh. Current mood. Now, of course, this being also the special edition, there is a medallion to find. There's also a piece of medallion to find. So I'm going to assume the medallion is to do with this puzzle here, though. Maybe. Because this doesn't really seem to fit with the rest of the idol puzzle at all. It's around about the 20-minute mark where you start wondering, are we gonna just be standing here for the next 20 minutes? Or are we gonna actually find some meaning here? Is it... You gotta hold these open. I'm seeing if, like, maybe we gotta hold these open for around about the same length of time that the other things hold open for. This is definitely kind of at that point where it's like, if we don't make any progress on this in the next 20 minutes, hinting probably is fair game. That is, of course, unless I pick up a hint from last episode's video, of course, right? Because obviously I record these in advance, so I'm actually more like a week ahead anyway. So we can turn this off. Okay, and as you know, we don't have anything in our inventory, right? We don't have anything in our inventory that's going to help us here. Holding this open isn't doing anything? Like, why are these pictures behind a curtain? Yeah? Why are the pictures behind a curtain at all? I'm close to admitting defeat on this one. Now that we've got the 9th gem, though, I'm so determined not to. Like, oh, we've got 9 gems. We've got 9. This surely has to be the last gem, right? Surely. Like, I mean, even after we get the sphere, there's no guarantee that we absolutely are going to get that correct. The next bit correct. But it's this. What can this mean? Is this above or below anything else? The door closes behind us. Right? Where exactly are we in terms of this? This is just over that way. Well, if we climb here... Right, it's just over there. Which would make it directly below. It would make it directly below us. But... Huh. This ceiling is different depending on which way you look at it. Do you see that? This way, it's smooth. Oh wait, no, it's smooth there, and it's got... Oh, because that's the elevator, isn't it? Yes. Yes, right, you can't move that down any further. Does turning the light on or off affect some other room? Is that the issue? I just don't see that it... It just doesn't feel like it would. I don't know. We'd have to go quite far over that direction now, which I don't think is available to us. I mean, I'm not necessarily against the idea of having an explorer around here, to be honest. But I do kind of feel like this area's, you know, we've done this area. I don't think there was anything else here. It kind of very neatly got wrapped up. And up here, there's nothing else up here, right? That's the button to take us down. Yeah, no, there's nothing else up here. Like, I mean, this looks a lot like an elevator itself, really. Why not be able to press that button? Right. Why not let the door be able to close behind you? I think we might be at the end. I think we might be at the end of the line here. We might be at the end of the line. We might be at the point where we might be at the end. We might be at the point where we have to get a hint. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It's great that we lucked into that gem over there, but we really did luck into it. I'm really not sure where to go next on this, how to tackle this puzzle. So, yeah, we're going to pull the trigger on it. Back in a minute. We're back. So, apparently, if we turn the light on, okay, and we warm the paintings up to the light, and then turn the light off, there's supposed to be a hint that will reveal itself. So let's just try that one first, because I don't know if there's a time aspect to that. Oh, okay. Okay, right. Okay, let's check out this one next then. Right, so you must have to hold this open like for the full duration, same as the other one. I guess there must be a pretty strict time aspect to this one then, because we've obviously been coming in and out of this room quite a lot. Okay, right, so let's run that. Bing, bong, bing. Oh! Okay, that's something slightly different. Now, according to the universal hint system, it is only on 2 of these paintings. Which would kind of make sense, because this painting, you've got the skull cone thing anyway, right? Okay, we're waiting. Waiting. Okay, good. Right, that'll be enough. Yeah, okay, and there's nothing on that one. That's fine. Right. What did we get then? What did we get? We got this. Now, I'm wondering if this is actually enough. Because do you know what that tells me? I'm wondering if this is the inner track, the middle track, and the outer track. That's the only thing I can think. And the only reason I'm going to jump to that conclusion so quickly is because, like, what else could that be by this point? You know? Given that we've got a 2 and a 3. Now, we don't have the 1, which means we're 8 combinations away from having it. But I reckon that's close enough for us to force it. Right? It'll take 8 goes to force it. If I'm correct, which I'm fairly certain I am. Okay. Hint counter. Increments. This is possibly... Again, it does depend. It does depend on how you're counting. Wait. We can't get out that way. Oh no, we can get out that way. Yes, good. Right, then we drop that down. Get out here. Here we go. Yeah. So hint counter is at least 1. At least 1. Where are we going? We're going to the train station. That's out this way. I mean, it's certainly the first hint we've gone to the universal hint system for. We have had some other... more gentle nudges, let's say, from the comment section over time. But yeah, that's definitely the first kind of absolutely explicit... Yeah, we've run out of ideas. Let's go for a hint. Okay. Here's my thinking. That is number 3. It doesn't actually quite fit, right? Well, unless that's number 2. Ooh, do you know what? Maybe that's not it. Whoops. Because look, if you look at the two, because the dot is here, here, and here. So is the two... Oh, so maybe this isn't it. Okay, I think it's worth trying them, right? Still anyway. Okay, let's leave that one at the top first, right? And we'll work through those combinations. No. Look, it's only going to take a couple of minutes anyway, yeah? So it's not 4. Whoops. That's gonna ruin our speed run. So put it on 5. It's not 5. Not 6. Not 7. So if it's not 8... Okay, that means we need to check the second ring, like that, yeah? So that's 5. Not 6. Yeah, I've underthought this. That's 7. We got one more to try for this theory. I mean, this is... Yeah, it's not that. Fine. Okay. Ten times. 10 times. Yeah, so this unfortunately did not yield anything. On the other hand though, can those in any way link to these? Not sure I see that. Not sure I see that, to be honest. Ah, we're so close. So close as well. Like, okay, we've got the circle clue done, right? We know that, so we're gonna get all of these. This was the hole in the guitar, wasn't it? And what, I mean, what does LN mean? Or is this just to indicate to you that there is some phosphorescence in there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. I'm not sure what even really to do next. Oh, maybe this is to do with the magic vent? Is it to do with the magic vent? Like, we've got 4 quadrants on the vent, but the vent is an 8-digit combination. So unless it's like 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Unless there are like 6 more of these to find, which give you a combination all the way out to the number 8. And you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've not used the musical vent. We've not used the triangles. We've not used these. The problem is we've got the clues. We've got a clue here. We have a clue here. We have a clue here. We have a clue here. And the only place I'm aware of to input any clues right now is the musical vent, which is expecting 8 digits. And this area. This area literally right here. Right? But yeah, I just don't see a clear... don't see a clear path forward. And I think that's going to be where we're going to have to leave it for this week. But take heart, my friends, because I leave us in your capable hands, right? You've never failed me before in terms of giving me just enough of a nudge in the right direction at the right time. But let's see what the comment section provides for next week. But yeah, but it is the way with these games though, right? You get to the end, you're very close to the end, and you can't quite get over the line without a hint, but by virtue of the fact that it's such a parallel puzzle game, the stuff that you can't solve right at the end is the stuff that you haven't been able to solve all game, in fact. The easy puzzles, it is almost a truism that the easy puzzles are the ones you get first, or at least the puzzles that you spot the answer to early. Well, my friends, that's going to wrap us up for this episode of RHEM. If you enjoyed this episode, you enjoyed this series, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next time. Bye for now.